Welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop's official Hip Hop Masterclass. This class begins with what we call an introduction to hip hop. You will be receiving such a document shortly. This presentation is only an introduction to get you familiar with what you will be learning if you decide to continue with us as an authentic hip hop scholar beginning in October 2015. Before we begin, it is important to point out why this brief hip hop learning course is called a masterclass. We are setting the standard as to what an authentic hip-hop education is and who is actually qualified to teach it. This course is called a masterclass because the one teaching you today is hip-hop's one and only true master teacher, KRS One. Today, most colleges are desperately seeking student enrollment, and they simply create their own authority to teach hip-hop out of thin air. And as an authentic scholar of hip-hop arts and sciences, you must be fully aware of this. Many instructors who attempt to professionally teach hip-hop actually hold degrees in other disciplines, thinking because they hold a degree in cultural studies, sociology, black studies, or musicology, they are now somehow qualified to teach hip-hop. They are sadly mistaken. This is like saying because I have a degree in law, I can teach medicine, or because I have a degree in engineering, I can teach English. Some of these so-called professionals treat hip-hop as if it is not to be taken as seriously as any other teachable discipline that they themselves have taken years to study. When hip-hop was first becoming popular in the 1980s, people would say, make sure you have a college degree to fall back upon in case your rap or DJ career doesn't work. Years later, this advice has completely reversed. Now it's make sure that you can rap, dance, sing, cut, mix, and scratch in case your college degree doesn't work. Hip-hop is no longer simply an entertainment pastime. People all over the world paying good money to hear DJs and rappers do their thing. Beyond any celebrity status, the artistic elements of hip-hop, breaking, MCing, graffiti art, DJing, and the teaching of hip-hop's history are all in high demand all over the world and should be taught like any other discipline of learning capable of providing a decent living to those immersed in the discipline. Without further ado, the one and only master teacher, KRS One.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah. Let me start off with our lesson by saying that all of you here attending this course, this is an introduction to what it means to be a hip-hop scholar. This is a new education. It's actually a new profession in the world. I'm one of the first people to enjoy this profession, and that's why I'm delivering this talk to you as well. What is a hip-hop scholar? A hip-hop scholar, first of all, is a life technician. Somebody that understands the tenets, the seasons of life, and are able to guide other people through hip-hop to a better life. This is the other part to your hip-hop scholarship. Why are you becoming a scholar? First, so that you can help other people with your knowledge. That's the reason. If you ain't helping nobody with what you know, you ain't a hip-hop scholar. Sorry. What you know has to help somebody out of their situation. Now you're holding this. I'm going to read a few parts of this. Turn to lesson 1, if you can find it. Lesson 1. Find lesson 1 in this. I want to just outline. If you have a pen or some sort of a highlighter, you can highlight what I'm going to point out. It says, breaking, the study and application of street dance forms. Look at it. Breaking, the study and application of street dance forms. Look at how breaking is spelled. B-R-E-A-K-I-N-G. Breakin. No G on that. Breaking. That is a new term. That is a new reality. This is what the definitions teaches. I'm going to go through the first four and then show you what I'm talking about. Breaking, emceeing, the study and application of rhythmic talk, poetry, and divine speech. Emceein. No G on that. This is a new term. Graffiti art, the study and application of street calligraphy, art, and handwriting. DJing, notice the spelling, the study and application of rap music production, cutting, mixing, and scratching, as well as on-air radio broadcasting. This is part of our, and imagine, this, and look at how DJing is spelled too, by the way, Deejayin. I'm going to get into that too in a minute. But look at this. On-air broadcasting. We defined our DJing as being on-air broadcasting when hip-hop first started. We was not on the air, but we knew that as DJs, we was going to be. Beatboxing, the study and application of body music and body language. Let's stop with these first five elements. Breaking, emceeing, graffiti art, and DJing and beatboxing. Breaking, emceeing, graffiti art, DJing, beatboxing. Let's stop right here. Breaking. Why is breaking spelled Breakin? Because as scholars, you are creating a new reality. What are we talking about? The brain cannot see without words. Take this in. The brain cannot see without words. Anything the brain does not have a word for, it doesn't see it. Your eyes will notice it, but you'll look over it. It's like you'll see it, but you won't see it. You'll notice it, you won't see it. Anything you don't have a word for, you can't see. You only see according to your vocabulary. You only see according to the words you use. That's why we spell breaking, Breakin. Nobody made that up. We did. And if we made up that term breaking, then we control its reality. We tell the Oxford English Dictionary what word to put in regarding our culture. We tell Webster what our words mean. We tell the American Heritage Dictionary what our terms mean. It's a different scholarship. You're not reading to get knowledge, you're giving knowledge. Why? Because you've accepted yourself. So anything you do as hip-hop is new knowledge. Every new hip-hopper should write a diary, should have a journal, should write a book about their lives. You are the first of your kind. Do you realize that now that hip-hop exists, it will never not exist? Catch that. This is being recorded right now. Cameras are right here, and we're recording this. That means 3,100 is going to see this. The year 3,100, or 3,300, or 3,500, the year will be long gone. But 3,500 is watching this lecture right now. And why are they watching this lecture? Because they want to learn of their history. Imagine that. They're going to look back. And they're going to say, what did my history look like? What was my history? And they're going to have this presentation right here. And they're going to say, oh, there's KRS again. And here's hip-hop. And here's hip-hop. Because that's the only person KRS was talking to 200 or 2,000 years ago. There was this guy named KRS, and he used to walk around teaching hip-hop. And the people that came to listen to him, they were the first hip-hoppers. That's what 3,100 going to think of you, because that's what you think of 3,100 BC. That's what you think of the first year. If you follow the Christian chronology, BC AD, 1 AD. 1 year into the Christian era, 1 year, who were those people? Who really were those people? Well, they were you. They were just like you. They was onto something new, and they aced it. They aced it. Why do we use breaking? Because words create reality. When you make a word, you make reality. Therefore, slang language is the only language you should be speaking. Unless, of course, you have to communicate to someone who doesn't understand slang language, then you speak correct English. But if you want to free your mind, speak slang. Because the slang language is the one you create, and that's real knowledge because it comes from you. And words create reality. Why do we spell the words like this? Because we own them. Nobody gave us breaking. They gave us break dancing with a G. That's not us. This is a discussion on how hip-hop can enhance your actual life. So when we talk about how hip-hop enhances life, we must include the soul, must include the spirit. Without the spirit, we're not really discussing hip-hop. As a matter of fact, we're really not discussing how your life can be enhanced. So let's start with the fact that hip-hop, hip means to know. Forget everybody else's opinion of hip-hop. Forget what people think hip-hop is. The radio saying it lives here. Somebody else says it lives there. Forget all that. Hip, the word hip, means to know. I'm hip to this. I'm hip to that. In the dictionary, hip means keenly aware. Some dictionaries say keenly aware of what is new and in style. Hip is a keen awareness. It is not education. It is awareness. Awareness is not education. Some people put awareness in the line of knowledge. Knowledge, to know. The sum of what is known. Knowledge. But knowledge and awareness is not education, and education is not intelligence. Let's go through this real quick. Because in order to understand hip-hop, you have to raise your consciousness a little bit, just a little. 1, education is training. Stay on hip. Hip means to know. We're talking about knowing. Education is training. Intelligence is the ability to know. Knowledge is knowing. It's awareness. So, what you want is real knowledge. Real knowledge only pertains to you. Keep this in mind. Real knowledge only pertains to you. It's about you. You know it because it's about you. Information is all external knowing. All external knowing is information. It is the material world in formation. It is when the material world forms before your perception. You looking at the world, the material world collapses on your perception of it. So information, information. When energy becomes what you think. I think it's a cat, that's a cat. Or better yet, this is a podium. You know, that's not only education, that's also information. Information and education, but it's not knowledge. Information, that's called a podium. Education, I use the podium in this way. Intelligence. This is a ladder. Well, what do you mean a ladder? That's a podium. No, that's my education. No, my intelligence says this is a ladder. Why? Because I can throw it over, stand on it, and I become higher. What just happened? What just happened was I applied my intelligence to the material before my perception. I did not apply my education. I didn't apply information. I added my intelligence. Let's go further. I'll show you a different example of intelligence. My education says that I'm a black man. This chair is the color black. Look at it. Take a look at the color. This is black. This is my education. My education says you're a black man. African American, black male. That's black. Now my intelligence. I put my hand next to the black. Wait a minute. My complexion does not match that. Wait, how did I become black then? My education. I was told, trained to be black. But when I apply my intelligence to that very statement, it crumbles. Why? Because I'm not black. I'm brown. Now, we don't use our intelligence to look at the world. That's why we're broke. Ooh, it's going to be a hard one tonight, y'all. I'm brown. The chair is black. No one in this room is white. What's a white person? White male, white woman, white female. What is that? Take a look at white. Take a look at what white actually looks like. That's what white looks like. If white people look like this, they'd be dead. No human being can exist as a white person. That's education. Your intelligence. All of humanity is a different shade of brown. White people are actually beige. Take a look around the room. Take my word for it. No human being is white. White people are more this color than this. But our education has us calling each other black, white, red, yellow. These are designations for real human beings. And a hip-hop education begins with your eye opening beyond that. When you can look at human beings and see human beings, not colors, not races, not classes. When you can see humanity like that, that's your first step into hip-hop scholarship. Why is that the first step? Several reasons. One, to be successful in the world, you're going to have to get along with a lot of different people. If you got a problem with people, you're not going to be successful in hip-hop. Let's just get that clear right at the top. You have to have a personality that Germans want to mess with, French want to mess with, Spanish love you, Africans can't get enough of you, Chinese are calling for you. That's the kind of attitude you want. It's called a cosmopolitan identity or personality, cosmopolitan, a person of the world. Well, we may read the magazine Cosmopolitan, but very few people are really cosmopolitan. meaning that you could leave LA, land in Switzerland, and be good. Good. Walk in the store, hey, what's going on? I'll take 2 of those and 3 of those. You're a foreigner and you're American. You got to take care of yourself when you go to other countries. There's nothing in America that anybody else like. People got criticisms about America all over the world. You can't walk around with an American arrogant attitude. Oh, I'm from America. People do it all the time. They go to Germany, for instance, and they sitting there in Germany telling German, you can't speak English? You in Germany arguing with a German about why he can't communicate with you because you can't speak German. This is how Americans go overseas. They go over there with that arrogant attitude that the Spanish in Barcelona are supposed to speak English like America. And just to go further, the Spanish actually humble themselves because they want your money. They want your dollars, so they put up with it. They actually try to speak your language. Yes, and right, and yes, and uh-huh. When I go to these countries and I can't speak the language or some item comes up and I don't know the name for it, I ask them, how do you say that in your language? The first thing you want to know is how to say thank you, please, and hello. These are the first things you want to learn. Thank you, please, and hello. After that, you can move to, can I have a drink of water? Some bread, maybe. Where's the local hotel? But if you don't know this, it don't matter what you spit on the mic. No matter how great you are on the turntable, if you could break it, none of that matters. You're going nowhere. You have to have a personality that people like. Number one. See, they don't teach that in business course because in capitalism, being liked doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you like me, we just got a job to do and we're going to get it done. I can hate you. But if we both got to lift this chair, come on, you get the other end, I get the other end, we just lift the chair and we go there. I did my job, you did your job. Now get the hell out of here. I don't need to see you. That's how we dealing with ourselves all day, every day. That's how we doing it. Having a character that is likable is where we begin, because wealth creation begins with being trusted. As scholars, you have to be trusted. You have to have a character that can be trusted. That's when people give you money. Nobody's getting money because nobody's trustworthy. Did I say that? Yes, I did. You may say to yourself, what is it? I'm trustworthy. Well, if you are, now's the time to start showing it. How do you show that you're trustworthy? First, charity. How does charity link up? What? How does what? This is a new knowledge, y'all. This is new knowledge. How do I get trustworthy? Charity. Anyone you are feeding has no choice but to trust you if they accept your feed. Trust is power. You don't ask for trust. That's the problem. We keep asking for trust. Trust me. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a thief. I'm not a liar. Trust me. No, trust don't work like that. Trust is somebody that don't even know you saw something you did real small. It was like, wow, it's a man of character right there. No one knew it. No one saw nothing. No one saw you. It's just one little thing you did. The kid fell off the chair in the restaurant. You were the one that went over. Oh, man, are you all right? Get back in the chair. Trustworthy. Someone dropped their money right there. You saw it drop. Do you let them walk away and take their money? Or do you say, hey, listen, hey, you just dropped that $100 right there? Trustworthy. Somebody gossiping in your ear. Yo, man, that dude up the block think he all that. Yo, hey, listen, man, that's my man. You don't even know him. I know, but that's my man. How he your man? You don't even know him. Because I don't listen to gossip. Trustworthy. Your character has to be trustworthy. I don't listen to lies. I don't listen to murder. I don't listen to theft. I don't listen to that nonsense. It comes, it's in the air, so I hear it here and there, but my character does not unite with that. My character is trustworthy. The minute somebody can trust you, now you're getting money. No one trusts you, no money. Now, I bring this word trust in first because as scholars start studying that word, trust, that is the most important word probably in human existence. Probably even more than love. Love is the highest law of the universe. I'd put trust on top of that. Why trust? Because what are we here discussing? We're discussing how we can raise the quality of our lives through hip-hop. What is the path to that? Well, first, you got to like me. If I'm going to attract any kind of value, you got to like me. Trust is the beginning of someone liking you. Not talent, not beauty, not even intelligence or knowledge. None of that is going to get you trust. Trust is help, care, charity. Help, care, charity. What are you willing to do for free? That's when you get trusted. No money around, no reason to do it, but you're doing it. Hey, we're cleaning the park today. You just worked all week, but you're there. Oh, you could be trusted. Let's go further with trust. Study the word trust. I'm not going to get into trust and the banking system because this is the center of the banking system. It's not money, it's trust. There is no money in the bank. It's trust. It's actually faith. Real talk. It's actually faith that they're dealing with at the bank. While we scurry around looking for money, they're living on another level in faith and trust amongst themselves. How do you build trust? Character. Character of charity. Character of care. Character of mercy. Forgiveness. Wanting to see another person get somewhere. You're trusted. The more people you help get places, the more you're trusted. The more your charity goes out across hungry people, the more you're trusted. Now, why is trust so important? Because you want people to like you. How do you get people to like you? You get them to trust you. How do you get people to trust you? You care for them. Every tribe on earth understands help. In fact, every creature in earth understands help. Imagine that. Think slow on that for 1 minute. Every creature on earth understands that you saved its life. Every animal on earth knows when a hand has food in it going to its mouth. Every animal will come to you if they know you're the one with the food. Every animal will come and ask for that food. If you give the food, the animal is right there eating it and then ready to do whatever you want. Care is a universal language and it builds trust. These are scholarly lessons. Forget book knowledge. You got to come here first. Okay, so now that you're here, now you have the soul to think differently. What's the point of being a hip-hop scholar? So that I may help others with my knowledge. What's the point of being a hip-hop scholar? I'm going to relieve the world from suffering with everything I learn. Everybody in here ain't gonna make it. What you think? Everybody in this room is gonna make it? Everybody in this room is gonna get to where they gotta go? Everybody? Life don't work like that. The way life works is a billion sperm trying to fertilize one egg. That's life. Could you imagine a billion people trying to get to this egg? One person makes it to the egg. One cell, bing, egg is fertilized. Now a human is coming into existence. What happened to the other 99.999 billion? They were useless? Why is God so cruel? Why is nature so... A billion other potential people wiped out in one night. One night wiped out, and one dude makes it. That's life. After you make it and you're the one, you pop out of your mother and boom, now you're the one. But guess what? There's 3 billion more sperm cells on the planet now, living. And here we go again. Which one of us are going to fertilize the egg? And what egg are we fertilizing now? This is the egg of enlightenment. Which one of us are going to actually become the one, the Christ, the Mahdi? Which one of us are going to become that one out of 3 billion? See, I sat at the foot of a master with my mother. And my mom's told me. She said, "Are you that one?" And I was young. I didn't know what she was talking about. But my soul did. She said, "Are you that one?" Because my mother asked me that years ago. Who are you? Why are you here? I couldn't answer the question. I kept scratching my head. What do you mean, who am I? Why am I where? Yeah, who are you? Why are you here? I couldn't figure that out. Then one day I did. It came to me. My mother used to say, "Know thyself. Know thyself," an old saying. What are you talking about, know thyself? Who are you and why are you here? What are you talking about? Finally, it hit me. When you create yourself, you know yourself. I was looking for myself and did not realize that I was already myself. I just didn't make the decision to accept myself. The second part of your scholarship. Can you accept yourself? Can you accept you? You see, we live in a society that says there are rules, there are moral rules to living, and these are the rules, and because you may transgress these rules, you start feeling guilty about yourself, doubtful about yourself, start feeling like you sinned, start feeling like you ain't nobody. The problem is you don't like it yourself. See, when you have a soul, you have a conscience. If you have no soul, you have no conscience. People do stuff all the time and don't care. No soul. No soul, no hip-hop. There's too many people in hip-hop with no soul. That's why they can sell crack on the corner. You're not connected to your people. No soul. Soul is the invisible connection to your community, to your ancestors. It's outside of time. I can't rob you. Why? Because I'm robbing myself. I can't disrespect you. Why? Because I'm disrespecting myself. I feel the oneness. Okay, I don't have a soul. I don't feel no oneness. I could rip you off quick. I could step on you to get to where I got to go quick. No soul. Yes. Yes, it is. The decision not to have a soul is a decision. Or the condition of being soulless is a decision. Because every human being has a soul. But we turn our soul so far down that we basically don't even have one. And that's because we made a decision to do that. We made this decision. So now, you want to make a new decision. From this day forward, I'm going to live as a soul force. Myself, S-E-L-F, is now going to be a source energy life force. Myself is no longer my name. Myself is a source energy life force. I have no name. I have no form. I am not really even here. How could he say all of that? Let's get into it. Yes, Barry, I'm coming. I'm way over the time. I see it right now. Let me cut you off and just say thank you for listening to us today. I'm going to jump down. If there's any questions or photos, anything we'd like to take, I'm right here, right here. Thank you for listening. The first master class is done. Thank you.